Jumanji.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Welcome to the Evolutionaries Podcast, the Basta Edition.
Basta!
I'm Randy Harrington.
And I'm Carmen Valakay.
And these are things that just make us crazy, and we just want to say basta to them. We just want to say enough.
Yes.
We're done with it.
And
we're over it.
Yes, for those of you who have not listened to one of our Basta podcasts, basta means enough.
Enough in Italian, and it's a well-used phrase there, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, so we're on with the Basta Edition. What's number one on the list?
Well, number one for me right now is I've been reading a series of books on my Kindle.
Yes, of course.
And they are full of typos.
What is up with that? I'm reading the same books, and they're pretty good books.
You know, and these aren't just like, you know, in some books you might see one or two typos. It's no big deal. I totally understand that. In fact, our book has a couple of typos. I know.
I wanted to commit seppuku when I saw them. I was like, oh.
Yeah. And so, you know, hey, it happens. But this is like every page, something.
This is a computer medium. How hard could it be?
Some of these are not even words.
To run,
just run spell check.
For heaven's sakes.
Jeez Louise.
And it's just annoying because, again, the credibility of the author. And the books are pretty good. This is the Inspector Monk series, not the TV series like you knew.
Right.
This is
set in Victorian England, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know, I don't understand why there has to be so many typos on these electronic books.
Yeah.
So
fix
basta.
it. Basta to that. So I'll tell you, I had an experience recently where, surprisingly, I had a layover in an airport. I mean, I know that's crazy. But, you know, the thing, I'm okay with the layovers. I'm okay with the fact that flights get canceled. I'm okay with all of the abuse that the airline can hurl at me. And I appreciate that they are trying to make airports a little more of a humane location.
Yes.
But, oh my goodness. I'm in the Denver airport, and the food choices there.
Oh, man.
I
know.
I just.
Can they not get fresh ingredients? Like even anything that's remotely was alive in the last 100 years in an airport?
You know, it's just amazing. You just can't find anything decent. And so I'm stuck there. I'm like, well, I'm either going to be hungry or I'm going to eat something garbage and then I'm going to feel terrible. But I mean, you just have bad choices all the way around, you know.
Right. And everything's full of salt. So much salt you can't believe it.
Yeah.
And then you get on a plane that has no pressure.
Yeah, and you turn into, you know,
and they roll you off.
Oh, it's just awful.
It is.
And I've talked to so many Basta to that. I've talked to so many consultants recently who are telling me they're done. They just can't do the flights anymore. They cannot do the travel.
And it's because of the food?
It's because of the whole
it's the
shooting
whole
match.
Thing.
But
the whole thing.
But you know, this one in particular really struck me recently because in the B concourse of the Denver airport, I'm going to guess there's 30 food places.
Right.
And aside from like Jamba Juice or something like that, there's
nothing healthy out there
that you feel like that you can really
I would
eat.
say Denver is particularly bad.
Well, Chicago
I'm sorry to
is
pick on Denver,
Chicago is terrible.
You know,
too.
there's a few, you know, little places you can find sometimes, but it's just bad.
Yeah, it's
so basta.
Basta. What's next?
Oh man, I have one I am so upset about.
Go for it.
My daughter, every year her school does the art run.
What is that?
This is a grade school, and they go out with these little petitions, you know, and you go door to door and you say, hey, please give money to the arts. I'm going to run laps.
Oh, right.
I'm going to run laps around the school.
Sure, jogathon kind of thing.
And so will you sponsor me for the number of laps? And so, you know, 25 cents a lap or something like that. And when she was a first grader, she ran 9 laps. And when she was a second grader, she ran 12. And it's gone up and up and up. And so this time...
So she's looking forward to it.
This time she's got, you know, a goal of 20. And every year, the kids who raise the most money get an award. And every year, the kids who run the most laps get an award.
Okay.
I mean, several kids, you know, they're pretty heavy on the awards.
Sure.
But there have been a lot of parents, and I'll be honest, she goes to sort of a, you know,
kind of a nice
woo-woo
school.
You know, kumbaya kind of
we talk
school.
about
Okay,
our feelings a lot.
You know, they have circles and whatever. Okay. So, but she likes it, and so that's what's important. And so a lot of parents complained.
Really?
Yes, because
there were
because
awards
their
given.
because their children, I guess, didn't run around school as many times, and it was sad. And so, oh my gosh, because anytime there's winners, there's losers, and isn't that just, I don't know, losing is a bad value, and so whatever. And so the school has gotten so tired. They sent in a letter saying, we're so tired of fielding all these complaints. We've decided to do away with all of the awards.
Oh, that's a brilliant response.
So, what do you think happened this year?
The fundraising didn't go so well?
Yeah. And in fact, there were several children who said they weren't going to run.
Yeah. They did it because they're seeking recognition and they want to demonstrate excellence.
So they didn't do it.
So they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which she was, I'm proud to say, she said, Mom, can you believe some people aren't going to do it?
Right.
That's just wrong.
So she was a bigger
So I was
person.
really happy about that, but she was very disappointed. And I'll say she did not collect as many people, to sponsor her. She still ran, but...
Yeah, it's kind of lackluster.
And it reminds me of, for those of you who like Pixar and Pixar movies, you watch The Incredibles, and there's a great line in The Incredibles, of when everybody's super, then no one is. And it's sort of the reverse of that. But yeah.
I like it. I like it. Well,
nobody's special.
Well, and, it really speaks to this idea that, recognition is such a big deal in culture. And when we go to work in organizations, what we find is this starvation for recognition.
Oh, yeah.
People are like, oh, well, we're a really flat company. You can't get promoted. People don't always need to be promoted. They just need to be recognized.
Yeah.
They need to be honored and called out.
And there's so much out there, research now, on why are all of these internet games and all of these Facebook interactions that are around badges and achievements so popular.
Ding,
it's
ding, ding, ding,
we're
ding, 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 ding,
hungry
ding.
for badges and achievements. And if I have to throw a farm animal at you to get one, I'm going to do that.
That's exactly right.
And so, here we've taken it away. So this whole idea of no awards for children, basta.
Basta to that. I think we should be just recognizing excellence everywhere we see it, anytime we see it. I'm going to talk very briefly about the BCS football thing. Carmen, you've gone on record in your blogs as saying...
American football, not my favorite.
Not your favorite. You have a lot of issues with college ball and pro ball, and I appreciate your blog, but I got to tell you, I love me some Duck football. I think the Oregon Ducks and I think Chip Kelly are doing just an amazing thing. But the thing that spoils and soils all of this for me is all this BCS garbage about who's in the standings and the computer's rating and now the number one.
I don't even know what BCS means.
Well, I could give you some fake
but there'll be a whole bunch of people who know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they do. And I'm just kind of over it. It's like, let's enjoy the game for the game and the athleticism and the genius of the strategies and the tactics that are there. That's what the game is all about. And here's to Chip Kelly for keeping the focus on that and not giving a hoot about any of that other crap. It just is like that stuff is just going to take care of itself at the end of the day.
So BCS rankings.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm just over it. It ruins the game for me.
All right.
Basta. So what's next? Oh, yeah. This comes from William. This one comes from our illustrious sound engineer. William we could do shows and shows about William. He's genius.
Really, he is, and he has he could go on and on.
He's
he
got
has some good Basta stuff going on. But we always do one for William, and this is one for William is the bar ads that happen on the bottom of television shows.
You're watching the TV show,
and then pop up,
and then this little guy comes dancing out of the corner or something, or and it's just next Tuesday, see this and that. You're I'm watching this right now.
And usually it's silent, and so over time maybe we've gotten pretty good at trying to ignore it. But he said now they're making sound.
noises, and Roseanne Barr in particular is making noises coming out of the. So that's just
that's got to be annoying.
That just can't be good. But of course, the reason they're doing that is because we're fast forwarding through all the commercials now. We're not ever watching a commercial.
So like,
this is our only chance. Yeah.
We shall put the commercials in the middle of.
Oh, and I
show.
love. I love all the product placement stuff that's happening. I guess in the new James Bond film. Bond drinks a Heineken in the James Bond. So the question is, how much did Heineken pay for Bond? I love this Bond. I'm going to go on record with that.
Instead of the shaken, not stirred. That's a wow.
I know.
I don't even. I'm speechless.
Did I burst your bubble?
I don't even know what to say.
I'm sorry
Basta,
about it.
that's what we'll
Basta
say.
to that stuff down on the bottom of the screen. We're sick of it.
Okay.
We are sick of it. What else is there? Well, I don't want to bring everybody down, but I want to just go on this real quick. I live in Eugene, Oregon, and Eugene, Oregon is a little like Berkeley or someplace like that. We have a lot of aging VW vans here. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
We have a lot of peace, love, dove, and that's all cool. But unfortunately, we also have a fairly good-sized homeless community because
they know you're nice here.
We're nice here.
Yes, if you picked up the map and you shook it real hard,
yeah.
most of the homeless people, I think they felt.
Oh gosh,
I'm
it's
sorry,
sad.
but
No,
it's
it's true. And so driving across town is just this experience of people with cardboard signs, just about everywhere you go. And I got to tell you, it's just there's no solution for it. I just feel terrible. It's like you don't give them money, you give them money. You don't give them money, it's all bad. I mean, no matter what, it's bad. And William, our sound engineer, he was just up in Seattle, and he made the point that the people that are standing on the corner, they don't look like the traditional haggard bum anymore. They look like, just out of work 30-year-olds, you know. And so what does that say? I mean, that's just kind of a really sad thing.
Now, I am going to jump in here for just a second and say something nice. You invest a lot of time in trying to help the homeless community. You work for food banks, I know, and you volunteer and everything else. So this is not a homeless person bashing.
Not at all. No,
it's just that feeling of helplessness, in the face of that situation.
It's an exasperation that I just can't get over, and to the point where you start really changing your patterns and avoiding things, and it does force you into a place where you're more callous than you want to be,
right?
Because you just you don't want to make eye contact, and it's just terrible. Basta to that feeling. I don't want to have that feeling.
It's just sad.
I'm sick of it.
Okay. All right.
Have we vented?
We can't be done venting without saying what is up with the political ads.
Okay.
Can we just have enough of it?
Please, super PAC this. That's all I'm saying.
Let's just get this election over with.
Honey,
come on.
And let's have the wisdom to say, hey, did anybody have fun with this? I don't think so.
Should we repeat this in 4 years?
Should we make this the way we do it? I don't think so.
It's got to be better than this.
It's got to be better than this. I really do think it's just mucking up the process. I don't care which side of the aisle you're on. You cannot think this is the right way to do a democracy.
When we were thinking democracy, this cannot be what our forefathers had in mind.
No, my goodness.
All right, so basta.
Basta to that. We're done with it.
All right. We'd love to hear.
Go vote. Don't not vote.
Oh, yeah. Please vote.
Yeah, well, hello.
Vote.
Yeah.
Yay to vote, basta to all the politics.
There you go.
Okay.
Hey, that was a lot of fun. Be sure and listen. We actually do like things, and we do that in another podcast.
Yes,
so.
The Why We Love podcast. Check it out, and we'll tell you what we like.
Absolutely. And we will love hearing from you what drives you up a wall at the beevolutionaries.com website. Go check it out. Till next time, this is Carmen and Randy. Ciao.
All right, come on. Mangia.
Go ahead.